TJX announcing a 2-for-1 stock split. Is it too late now to buy the stock? Now, Stephanie, TJX rallies. We have good December comps, announced that 2-for-1 stock split. Would you be buying into this rally?
You know, you don't have to ever pay up in this market, but I do think if you see the stock, in the low 60s, it's certainly still a compelling buy, just given the valuation's not really that rich. At 14 times, you're going to grow earnings. Their guidance this week was 13 to 17%. So I think that not only that, but there's store growth expansion here, and there's also opportunity to restructure and reorganize and see the benefits of that in Canada and in Europe, which is what we saw in the month of December.
Now I know that you guys have TJX in the fund. Are there any other retailers that you'd be sort of putting on your radar after getting all this comp data?
Well, I tend to look at some of the names that have gotten really beaten up.
Right.
So, if you really want to take kind of like a flyer, and the mid-market is not one that I'm very excited about, but Kohl's under 50 is very interesting to me. They've already set the bar very, very low. They lowered the numbers. The reason why that company has struggled in the last 2 months is because they have a lot of cold weather product, right? It's been pretty warm, actually on average about 5 degrees warmer this year on a nationwide basis. So that's one that's very cheap. It's a very shareholder friendly management team in terms of buybacks and dividends and that kind of thing. So that's one under 50 I think is interesting. But I would look also towards kind of the home goods, the home retailers, maybe even like back to Lowe's if you want to circle back there, because I do think the housing market is also pretty interesting.
Now, overall, when we look at the retail landscape, we see December comps being pretty much mixed. What does that wind up saying about the health of the consumer? That they're sort of thrifty, that they're looking for discounts, or are they actually weak, and that's why retailers had to discount so much?
Probably a little bit of both, right? And then I think also add on that warm weather. That certainly did not help. So I think you have winners and losers, and certainly there are companies that are doing very well. I mean, Nordstrom did a very good job, which was really very impressive. Macy's did a terrific job, and they continue to execute. Ross Stores, another off-price retailer, and I expect a lot of the dollar stores to continue to do well. The one that I was surprised about was Costco, that they really had, disappointing apparel. They made up for it on the food side, but that one, I more question marks in my mind.
All right, thanks, Stephanie. I really appreciate it. So some very good value there in retail. Check out Kohl's maybe under 50.